Hey everyone, Chef Jess here. It's Thanksgiving week and it's actually Thanksgiving Day, and I'm still working on trying to complete the entire Mayberry cookbook. This week I've got my husband Taylor with me, and he's going to be helping me make a dish that we're going to eat tonight for our Thanksgiving dinner. So we're going to make Bert and Ben's sweet and sour green beans. It has a quote here that says, "An easy sale to any eater." So let's see if I can hold that up there. That one at the top is what we're doing. Yeah, there we go. All right, Taylor, I'm gonna instruct you on what to do, and we're gonna get started here. So let's, oh, by the way, we're in our camper van. That's why it's so tight and it looks funny. Every Thanksgiving, we take a trip and travel around to different warm spots to get away from the cold Colorado weather. So here we're in Fredericksburg having our Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. So let's point you down to our stove. We have a little Winnebago Soli pocket. So it's just good enough for us three, as in me, Taylor, and the cat. But all right, so we got our pot ready. Here's what it calls for. 2 16-ounce cans of cut green beans. We're only going to do one 16-ounce can because there's only 2 of us. 4 strips of bacon. We're also cutting this down to 2 strips of bacon. 1 large onion. We don't really care to bring onions on trip just to save the mess, so we're going to use onion powder. 2 tablespoons of flour. We're just going to skip the flour altogether in this recipe for gluten-free reasons. 2 teaspoons of salt. We're most likely just going to pinch a little salt in there, and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, so probably a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. 4 tablespoons of sugar. We're probably only going to do 1 tablespoon of sugar, and a 1/2 cup of vinegar. Holy moly, we'll probably cut that down to a couple tablespoons. So let's get started. This sounds delicious. So we'll turn it to medium heat. It says open the cans of green beans. Check. Pour out the liquid from one of the cans and reserve from the other. Well, we didn't do 2 cans, so we just poured all the liquid. So we're not using flour either, so we don't really need the liquid. In a skillet, fry the bacon until crisp and reserve the drippings. We saved the time and already cooked the bacon. Put the bacon in here. Let that come to a simmer. Stir that bacon up. And what else does it say? Salt and pepper, so we're going to add some salt going in. And pepper. Just a little dash of both. And then sugar and vinegar. So we're just halving the recipe, so we're just going to do a tablespoon of sugar. And vinegar, a 1/4 cup vinegar. And you cook this up. Okay, so it just says to heat that through till it's warm, probably until the sugar's dissolved, I assume. And then we're gonna add our green beans now. Good old canned green beans. I haven't had these since I was a kid. When have you had them last?
When I was a kid.
When you were a kid, all right. So we'll dump those in. Give those a stir. I'm also going to add in, I haven't added in the onion powder yet since we're not using real onion. And I'm going to add on some garlic powder, y'all, because everything's better with garlic. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're going to let these simmer for a little while, and then we'll show you the final result with the rest of our Thanksgiving dinner. All right, stay tuned. He photobombed my cooking video. Oh my gosh, check out our whole Thanksgiving dinner. We have a little package of gravy. Let's see if I can pull it out so you can. I just bought a store-bought gravy. Kinder's gravy, golden chicken. Oh, pretty good for a store-bought gravy. Then we got this mashed white and orange sweet potato mash, and our famous Mayberry green beans out of the Mayberry cookbook, and a homemade gluten-free stuffing we whipped up here in the pot in the van, and a turkey breast tenderloin I sliced and heated up. We are ready to eat good tonight. All right, we've got our whole Thanksgiving feast on the plate, along with our green beans that we made in this video today. Look at that. Bacon, green beans, vinegar. What can get any better than sweet and sour green beans? I'm so excited. So, if you really like my videos and what I'm doing, just like and subscribe. And keep following me. You'll have a good Thanksgiving.